So by show of hands, who here is Hispanic? So along with all of you guys, the student body of HRGB is actually 90% Hispanic. And if you were to unfortunately be diagnosed with a blood cancer like leukemia, you would have less than a 50% chance of finding a stem cell donor that you need in order to live. NMDP works to connect patients to stem cell donors in order to have life-saving treatment. Me and my team have done extensive research on this topic. Let's look at the overview. So today we'll be talking about the problem of blood cancer in the RGB for Hispanics, the life or death causes for Hispanic patients, and the solution to these deaths. First, let's talk about the problem.
The problem that we're focusing on today is how prevalent blood cancer is amongst Hispanics here in the Rio Grande Valley. Blood cancers like leukemia or lymphoma are especially dangerous due to the fact that Hispanics or donations and transplants of any source of pertaining to blood cancer are mostly reliant on ethnicity backgrounds. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and explain further, starting with the fact that every year about 82 Hispanics in the Rio Grande Valley die of blood cancer, and this is according to the Department of Texas State Health Services. This number is scary, and it should be scary to think that one of those 82 individuals located here in the Rio Grande Valley that sadly pass away each year could be someone in your neighborhood, someone in your family, or even someone within your household. It is really terrible, but it's important that we think about this number. Next, I'm going to go ahead and talk about the fact that we as Hispanics carry the risk of less than 50% chance at life. If you are diagnosed with blood cancer and you are Hispanic, there is statistically a 50% chance that you will not make it. And this is because there is not enough donors. Even if you do have the resources, the availability, the time, and everything and the will, of course, to live, if there is not enough donors, you run the risk of not being able to beat blood cancer. Another main issue that we focus on today is the fact that there are not enough resources here in the Rio Grande Valley. The nearest facility to treat blood cancer is located in San Antonio, and that is about 4 hours away from any city here in the Rio Grande Valley. This is scary, and I'm so sorry to anyone here, since we're all Hispanics and we all live in the Rio Grande Valley, but it is a real problem and we should bring the awareness it deserves. Now that we've talked about the problem, I would like to talk about the cause.
Now, the cause is that there are not enough Hispanic donors for these Hispanics. According to PubMed, about 50% of patients wait for a stem cell donor that never comes if you are Hispanic. But if you are Caucasian, you have about a 7% chance of finding a donor. A real life example of this would be a 17-year-old boy named Diego who sadly passed away in 2021 due to leukemia, waiting on a donor that never came. Now we talk about the cause, we talk about the solution.
Alright, like they were saying about the problem and causes, there is a solution to all these shortages of insufficient donors, and of course the deaths to our race of Hispanics. And that solution is by joining the NMDP, also known as the National Marrow Donor Program. Now, before you join NMDP, you will have to undergo a series of tests in which NMDP will provide you with a scan of a QR code. You scan it, take out your phone, scan it. There's going to be a list about your medical history, what type of procedures you have gone through with your doctor, have you gone any surgeries, etc. Have you been diagnosed with diseases, such things like that. It takes less than 5 minutes to take. I personally took it one time and it took me like 6 minutes, so less than 6 minutes. And once you are done with that medical history survey, they'll now hand you a cotton swab, which you will use to undertake a test with the cotton swab. You're going to smear all over your cheeks for like a good 2 to 2.5 minutes. Now I'm saying that because it needs to be at least 5 minutes of a cotton swab around your cheeks, so in order to get the DNA, so they could match your your stem cells and marrow to see if you could be matched with it. And once you are done with that, you put it inside of a capsule, hand it to the respective NMDP representative. And once you are done with that, congratulations, you are now in the registry of the NMDP. But that's not it. By any chance, if you get matched with a patient that has been waiting on their wait list, NMDP will contact you in the next 24 to 72 hours range of time to accommodate you in the three things of travel, food, and housing. Now, when travel, we don't know where your patient that you have matched with is located. It could either be here in the Valley, in Texas, or around the other 49 states of the United States, since it is nationwide. Now, they'll send you an email describing the location, so they'll see if it's close by, they'll hand you a rental car. If it's not close by, then they'll hand you a airplane ticket. Now, once you are there, they'll have to accommodate your housing, which is good. They will either accommodate you for a hotel, an Airbnb, or a rental place. Now, when it comes to food, they are going to give you a little prepaid credit card so you could spend on food. Now, this is important because let's say you are there for like 3 days. Now, you'll probably go out to eat, but if you're there for like maybe like 4 to 6 weeks, you will have to buy groceries, healthy quality foods from a respectable grocery store. Now, I'm saying healthy and good quality foods because you need to continue staying healthy in order to still be able to donate to the patient. Now, once you are all done with all the accommodations list that NDP will provide you, you are free and safe to go and donate to the patient that you have matched with. Now that we have taken a look at the problem, cause, and the solution, we'll now take a look at the overview of our presentation.
So today we talked about the effects of blood cancer in the RGV for Hispanics, the left for death causes for these deaths, and the solutions to these deaths, which is to join NMDP. If you guys have your phones, you guys can take them out. We have a QR code that you guys can scan. It's gonna take you to the website, and you guys can sign up for the registry. It's gonna give you that survey that Eva was talking about. It'll take less than 5 minutes, and once you get that, they'll actually send you that cotton swab that he was talking about in the mail. You guys will be able to do it in 5 minutes. Once you guys are done, it has instructions there of what exactly to do. You can mail it back, and then you guys are registered for NMDP. We want to just make sure everybody is exposed to this, the National Marrow Donor Program, because there is less than a 50% chance that you will find a donor if you do unfortunately get diagnosed with a blood cancer. Thank you.